sweet life, sweet life, sweet life.
Okay guys, welcome back to part 2. I'm gonna get a little bit cozy. I just feel like we're at a sleepover and I'm also that cold that we're actually gonna put on blankets. So I never really thought I'd be posting something like this on YouTube, but at this point guys, we are best friends. Like me and you, we're like this. So I put on this face mask. My hair's like still drying, but it's almost there. Also, I made myself a hot chocolate as well. I don't want to spill it. Got my pink Hello Kitty mug. So best believe these are the best vibes that you're going to get. In this part, I wanted to talk about mental health, self-care, and hygiene. First, for topic number 4, I wanted to talk about mental health. And I struggled a lot with my mental health from a very, very young age. So much so that I actually want to pursue a psychology degree and become a psychologist and help other people, hopefully when I'm older. And I have a real big passion for psychology and mental health. So I think I do have some experience that I could talk about and give you guys some advice. But let me know if you want any other videos on psychology, because I would love to make more. It's just, I don't know what you guys want. So let me know what you guys want to see. So for me, I was diagnosed with mixed anxiety and depressive disorder, which is very common. And I also have some aspects of PTSD. I've not been diagnosed with PTSD, but I do believe that it's something I really deeply struggle with due to something that happened to me 2 years ago. And one thing that I want to say is, this is not really advice, but just piece of, comfort, is that you're not alone. And I think with the power of social media, it really shows us how mental health is not so much of a taboo topic to talk about anymore. And I think that's great, but also a lot of the time when people are talking about mental health, they talk about it in past tense. They don't say, I'm currently struggling with. They say, I used to struggle with, and this is how I solved it. And I think it almost makes people feel a little bit less alone. But again, no, I feel like there's not as many people going on TikTok or Instagram, whatever platform, and saying, guys, I'm really struggling with anxiety right now. I don't know what to do. I don't really know how to cope with life. This is just what I am. Like, I feel like it's very scary for someone to post something like that. But for me, I am constantly struggling with anxiety. My anxiety goes through periods of one day I will be absolutely fine. I could do anything in the entire world. And sometimes I cannot even enter a shop because I'm so convinced like something is just gonna go wrong. No matter what you're struggling with, whether you believe it's small or big, it doesn't really matter. You're still struggling, and you should know that you're not alone, because you're not. And if you think that you are, just remember, I'm literally always here. I will reply to you guys, and whenever I get a comment on my YouTube video, I always reply as quick as I can. As soon as I see the comment, I usually reply straight away. And if you don't want to comment, because I know YouTube comments are public, you can always DM me on Instagram and talk to me on there, because I will always be there for you. I really want to build a connection with you guys and have conversations and stuff. And I just think that if someone knows that they have someone that they can go to, it almost halves your problem, or your mental health disorder, whatever you got going on. If I share to one of my friends my anxiety, I feel like, at least in that moment, I feel like it's almost been halved. I feel like I can breathe a little bit more, because I've told someone how I feel. And I think with mental health, it's really hard to deal with it, especially when you're around family members that don't believe mental health is a thing. So I basically thought I was insane for most of my life, and sometimes I still do, because everyone around me disregards mental health, or they don't show their emotions, or they just don't care about it as deeply as I do. I don't really know if the advice that I give to you guys will even be relevant, because I think some people have, you know, bad mental health days, but some people have a disorder and it will affect them for the rest of their life. I'm not saying all people with disorders, like, that's what's going to happen, but, you know, that might be you, that might not be you. And I think it's hard to give people advice because you don't know what their circumstances are, and I feel like I can't really give vague advice about mental health. But I did want to put this in the video because I just wanted you guys to know you're not alone, and if you're struggling, that's perfectly normal, that's perfectly okay, and there is people that love you, and if no one loves you, I love you. And life can be so overwhelming, and it can be so detrimental and so sad and so depressing, but there's also good. And I know when you're dealing with something like a mental health condition, or just like a, you know, bad life event, or just life in general, it can get a lot, and we almost forget how beautiful it is to be alive. And I know that when you have these thoughts of thinking that life is so depressing, it's hard to almost get out of that, because even if you do, maybe you just end up being depressed again, and you think, what's the point? You know, what's the point of climbing yourself out of this hole every time when you're always going to end back in it? And I feel like that constantly. I really want to make more videos talking about mental health and giving you guys advice on specific topics, because I think I'm quite experienced in a lot of areas that are about mental health. And I know a lot about psychology as well. Obviously, I haven't even started my psychology degree, but I think I know a lot already. The overall summary about mental health, I just want to tell you guys that, like I said a million times before, you're not alone, and you will never be alone, and there will always be a light at the end of the tunnel. And if you're going through something that is not as severe as, for example, a mental health disorder, or dealing with loss or something like that, just know it's going to be okay. And no matter what you are going through, it will be okay, and you will get through it. And I don't want to give you the advice on how to necessarily get through that, because I don't know what you're going through, and I don't know, you know, what's going to work for you, because everyone's so different. But if you guys do want a video about certain topics or certain things about mental health, I will definitely do that for you guys. Just let me know. But I just wanted you guys to know that, you know, you're not alone, and there's so much darkness in this world, but there's so much light. And when you find that balance, you will view your life in a different way, and I think you'll perceive it in a different way, and it won't feel as heavy, because once you know that you can't always be happy, and you know that you have to balance it out, you will start to heal. Because if you just think life's depressing all the time, or life's meant to be really good all the time, you're not going to heal, because it's not one or the other, it's both. Like, you cannot feel happiness if you have not felt pain. Topic number 5, I think this is self-care. So it's a little bit more of a light topic, a little bit more fun from the depressing conversation that we just had. But self-care, I wanted to give you guys some of my favorite top tips for self-care. So at least once a week, I know people normally do this on Sundays, I take the day out and to myself, okay? Like, I am on do not disturb, do not talk to me, do not see me, do not call me, do not face, like, I don't want to hear from you, okay? When I'm really struggling with my mental health, I have periods where I just don't talk to people. Like, I just don't even bother, because I used to, like, always be a people pleaser, and I think to a certain extent I still am. I'm still working on that, but I would always reply to people's messages the second that they message me, and I just put on do not disturb now, and I'm just like, yeah, like, I will get to you when I get to you. Unless it's an emergency, like, I will be in my little corner over here, do my little face mask, film my little YouTube video, and being happy and going about my life. One top tip I have that's to do with self-care is just take some time for yourself and figure out who you are. Because I think a lot of my years growing up, I spent so much time constantly replying to people's messages, because I was always on my phone. So I was like, I need to reply. I could have just taken that time to myself to work on a hobby, to do some colouring. I don't know, because I know that would have benefited my mental health rather than me being constantly accessible. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is you need time for yourself. Okay, whether it's 10 minutes a day, 30 minutes, 1 hour, the whole day, whatever works for you, whatever you need, take that. Okay, whether that's going to the gym, whether that's doing some painting, whether that's cooking, going on TikTok, whatever it is that fills up your bucket and makes your day whole, do it. Yeah, for me, going to the gym. I don't go every day, but when I do go, my day is immediately better. Like, I feel like when I go to the gym, I cannot have a bad day because I've gone to the gym. Number 2, I love editing. I love filming YouTube videos, but I love editing them even more. That's something that I feel like I can just immerse myself in, put my headphones on, and just focus on editing, and it feels so good because I think that's like low-key the only time where I don't have to think about anything else, and all I think about is editing. Like, all I think about is getting that video done. What can I do to make this video? Like, I just love editing. I feel like my editing might be your cooking, might be your drawing or whatever, but I just immerse myself into my editing and it just gets my mind off things, and I think that's such a good little thing in my life. So just find a hobby and just find something that makes your day. It could even be like, for example, it doesn't have to be as extreme as going to the gym, but just finding something that makes you excited to get up in the morning, or something that no matter what type of day you have, this will bring you joy, whether that's going to the gym or whether that's just like having a cup of coffee in the morning. Whatever it is, just always do something for you, and just don't live in that constant cycle of pleasing others, doing your day-to-day tasks, but not doing something that you genuinely love. And another thing I want to talk about self-care is, this is a bit of a discussion, but I feel like a lot of people with self-care, they're like, okay, so now we're going to do a face mask and we're going to take a shower and we're going to change our bed sheets. Like, that is self-care, yes, but self-care is also taking care of yourself from within. Okay, maybe do a meditation. Okay, maybe go on a solo date. Maybe watch your favorite show. Maybe do that task that you've been putting off. Okay, you might not want to do it, but you'll feel better afterwards, and then you can reward yourself. Like, I think self-care has become a concept where it's all about your looks, again, all about glowing up, and I think self-care comes from within yourself, and it's very hard to know what you have to do in order to take care of yourself, because you might not even know yourself that deeply yet. But whatever you find joy in, whether it's something small, something big, that's just what you should be doing. That's like kind of linking back into the previous topic I was talking about, but little break so I can try my hot chocolate. Yesterday I made a hot chocolate, and normally the way I make it, it doesn't always turn out that good. Oh my god, I low-key spilled half of it. Yesterday I tried it and I was like, oh my god, this literally tastes like a hot chocolate that I would like buy like at a coffee shop or something. So let's see if it tastes the same as yesterday. It's still kind of hot, but oh my god, guys, I'm a flippin' hot chocolate master chef. Like, maybe I should start a business of just selling hot chocolate. Wow, that's actually phenomenal. Like, maybe I should just never buy hot chocolate from a store again. Clearly I've got it down. The final thing I want to talk about is hygiene. And one thing I want to say about hygiene actually is, a lot of people, they struggle with hygiene, and I think I see or hear about this more often because of how much I am interested in the topic of mental health and taking care of yourself and psychology and I've had periods where I can't bring myself to shower. I can't bring myself to cook myself a healthy meal, so I will just have something unhealthy because it's easier. I think honestly, like even with showering, when you're going through like a bad period in your life, or a depressive episode, or you just struggle with mental health, you know, or you're going through heartbreak or whatever it is, I feel like it's hard to bring yourself to shower because you don't want to, you know. Like, yes, of course you want to feel clean, but it's just such a task. If your mind is telling you, I don't want to go shower, this is too much for me, I can't mentally do it, I don't feel good, you're battling with your mind. Okay, I know that like your body wants to feel clean, obviously. Like your body can most likely perfectly fine walk to the shower and wash yourself, but you're battling with your mind, and the thought of even going to shower brings you misery. Okay, and I get that, I really do get that. I just wanted to talk about that because I think hygiene is such a big thing, but I wanted to talk about it in the aspect of mental health and to ensure that if you or you know someone else that's struggling with taking care of themselves and keeping themselves clean and hygienic, just to help them out, you know, and talk to them about it if you can, if you feel like they will not take it the wrong way. Yeah, I think I just want to talk about that before I go on to recommend some products that I like to use in the shower. So this is the fun part now. This is feeling very girly. So for showering, I actually use the Olaplex number 4 and 5 shampoo and conditioner. Now these are a bit pricey, okay? So I actually get them off Amazon because they are £10 cheaper and they're only £20 each, which is still quite expensive, okay, for washing your hair. But I have struggled a lot with my hair because last year it fell out because I had low iron and I was really stressed. So I don't mind investing a little bit more on my shampoo and conditioner. However, I did go to the hair salon the other day to cut my hair because she needed a bit of a trim, and the lady was telling me, I think to use the number 3 Olaplex oil. It's like the little one, that one. And she said apparently it would be really good for my hair, and she said that keeps your hair like shiny and healthy and all these things. So I haven't tried it, I really want to. So maybe if you have, you know, a spare £20 in your pocket, maybe you should listen to my hairdresser because maybe she's onto something. I will definitely be purchasing it once I'm able to afford it. With body lotion, I really recommend the Sol de Janeiro body creams, the Bum Bum creams. They had like a Coco Cabana one, like a light blue one. They discontinued it to make room for others. Please, like, I swear I will start a petition to bring it back because I had a mini one, used all of it. Then I got a big one like maybe 4 years ago. Don't even know if it was longer than that. It was a while ago, maybe like, I think I was in year 10. Okay, so this is like 2021. Like, I got this thing 4 years ago. I've been on the trend, yeah. I've been with Sol de Janeiro before you guys have been, okay? Just saying. Honestly, petition to bring that one back. But I also have one of the newest ones that they have, and it's like a dark blue one. I don't remember what it is, what the scent is, but it's like a dark blue one. I got the mini one, which was £22, very pricey, but their body creams are really, really good. If you want a cheaper alternative, the Vaseline coconut one is so good. I've had 2 of those, finished them both times. They're just so moisturizing. And I even have like the body oil that goes with like the Vaseline coconut body oil as well. So good, so good. And I think that they're both like £4 each, maybe. Really good deal. Really good combination. Oh my god. Also, another tip, if you want to grow out your eyelashes and eyebrows, I did this between like year 8 and year 10. Every night before I went to bed, I'd put Vaseline, like the jelly tub. I don't know what it's called, okay, I don't remember, but yeah. And I'd put it on my eyelashes like this. Like I'd have my eyelashes closed, and then I just rubbed it on my eyebrows as well, and it actually worked because my eyelashes are quite long now. They're not super long, but they are longer than what they were. So I recommend that. I honestly need to start doing that again because I was on a roll. Like every night, like it would be a routine for me to get that. The face mask that I have on right now is from Superdrug, and they do like these Superdrug branded face masks. There's a clay one. I did a clay one 2 weeks ago. My skin for like the week after that, feeling so plump, no breakouts, nothing. It was amazing. It felt so soft. So hopefully this one gives me the same effect. And that was also a clay one as well. I also love their peel off one. The peel off ones and the clay ones, that does wonders on my skin, and they're like 90p or like £1 each, which you would think is going to break you out, but I have acne prone skin. Didn't break me out. So I'll let you guys know how the birthday cake one is. I do use a lot of products for my hygiene routine and feeling clean, but I feel like that's like a whole video in itself. So let me know what you guys want to see next. I'll also tell you guys, I want to do a video about my skincare and like makeup products and things like that. I feel like that'll be really interesting for you girly pops. But yeah, I think that's going to be the end of this video. I think this video was low-key a little bit all over the place because I think normally with girl talks, you answer specific questions and you get questions from your viewers and stuff, but my channel is still a little itsy bitsy channel and I don't have people to be asking me questions, so I just wanted to give you guys a vague little chat about each girl talk topic, and hopefully you guys gain something from this, some sort of wisdom, some sort of knowledge, and I hope you had a good time, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your week, and let me know what other videos you want to see. I really enjoyed making this. I love these types of videos. I love watching them. I didn't know if I'd like filming it, but I also loved filming it, really enjoyed it. And I think I actually might turn this into a series as well. So let me know if you guys have any sort of questions that you want me to answer. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.